Every 3 years, an ancient ritual takes place here.
March 09, like 6.5 months away, not that far, so got big test coming. Be 1,000 miles from here, I think, for that test. But, all right, you two go away over there. Oh, get some Arnis sticks and let's review Arnis because I'm going to need you to help me on the back side of the class with Arnis, okay? Yeah, but you two, yeah. You grab Arnis sticks up here and go that way, right? And you five come on out here. We're going to go through, and I know, Bren, this isn't your level, but we're going to go through Blue Belt because you're the only exception here. So we're just going to go through. And unfortunately, this is hand arts too. So we're going to go through our hand arts. How about that? Lots of sake, huh, there, Barney?
Tequila, sake, sabor, yes.
Uh-huh. All right. We're going to do rotation down. And our hand arts always you always want to look for the universal law of escapes, you know. Oh, why don't you get your little book because it fits better than mine. We actually did some 8-speed sparring last week. We might do that again today. Rotation down. Let's put that in your pocket for a second. All right, I'll use you. Okay, as with anything, first thing we do is relax. Okay, you don't ever start anything really all tense. Rotation down is pretty clever. We'll get on our rails so everybody sees that. Our feet are on the same rails here. Rotation down, always keeping our elbow in. We come along the outside like this. Now notice I've now bent his wrist. 90% of the grip strength is now gone. And I'm going to push it to his groin where there is no cup. I'll be gentle, but you would want to push it directly there and smack, okay? So it's a push down. So rotation on this side, same thing, coming up the side, push down, right? Now notice, you can do two at once if you want to, and he can't even hold up there. He's trying to hold really hard, and you can see he just popped out and throw him out and throw him away. So the big trick is keeping alongside here, not allowing your elbow to come out, rotate around, push down through. One last thing to notice when it's on this side, let's see, this side might be better. Universal law of escape says that both my bones have to come out between finger and thumb. As I'm pushing, see exactly what's happening? There it is again. Any good hand art will always have that. Any bad hand art will always violate that. There are bad hand arts that will be in here and they reach in and they yank their hand out like that. And yeah, that can work on some people. It certainly won't work on big, really strong guys and really little girls. So that's why our stuff is just so gentle and so easy. And you're out, okay? So let's pair up. You two work together. You three work together. Watch that hand, okay? Now when you're working on threes, for the internet crowd, the guy in the middle usually is the uke. So I would be an uke out here on either one of them, and they get to practice the hand art. Go ahead. Wake up now, Zoe, thank you. So that's how you usually do that, okay? You can talk and practice at the same time. Ah, I can fix that. Yep. Okay, so we're here and we've come through on 5, correct? We come back to here. This is 6. Okay, and then this hand guides it on the way back to the 7 blade, orientating your machete. Okay, stepping forward with your left, that's 7, and back. Back out is 8, 9, 10 is cutting across the chest, and 11 cuts across the chest, 12 to the head, 13 to the groin. It's the keeping that elbow in is the big thing. And what's the next one? Oh, we didn't do rotation and cross hand grab, okay? Same thing. You still want to come to the outside, okay? Same thing. You're going to come up here to the outside and push down, okay? Let's just do that so that way you don't get confused. But it's still always to the outside of the hand. Uh-huh. And push right towards your groin more. What you want to end up, that's what you want to end up. That big thunk. That's exactly right. You give them a little gift that doesn't stop giving. For at least a few minutes anyway. Yeah. So before we leave the rotation down, one thing that is nice about a rotation down is if he grabs you and starts to take you away, okay, you can automatically get him in position to do something, okay? And down he goes, right? Okay? So there's some cool things with that. Okay, crab claw escape. Grab. All right, now, what happens to crab claw escape, again, it's real important to watch the rail thing we've talked about, okay? So I'm going to step back on my rail and slightly forward on this rail, keeping my elbow down. My hand comes up. See, now here's the 90-degree turn, right? Right? I'm in stance, essentially now. It comes up, so my arm is parallel to the ground. You don't want to be way up here because that exposes your side to attack. You want to be right there, okay? So we'll try it on the other side here. So we're here, stepping back on my rail, forward, coming up underneath it, getting that underneath, and popping that up, and I'm in stance, okay?
And then what?
You don't grab, well, you hold them here briefly. You'll have so many follow-up techniques, you can choose any one you want, you know, but for right now, we're just concentrating on getting the mechanics correct, right? So let's give that a try. I'll take that back. You want to start with that, grab me at the same time, Brent? So we're here, right? You see how my hand is like that?
Okay.
Already pushing. Okay, now you hold light in the beginning, so she gets an idea of how to do it, then you can hold hard, okay?
Down a little bit.
That's a good point for the internet people.
Well, no, but when you bring it
Brent thought he was doing a good thing by holding really tight when they're learning something.
right? Yeah.
So, let me move over this way a little bit. So, when you're first learning something, uke shouldn't hold too tight yet till they get the mechanics down. And once the mechanics are learned, then you can hold them tight and it'll work each and every time. But you will get people who will try to foil it right away. And they will ruin your class,
Thank
they'll
you very much.
steal the lesson, etc. Okay? What's the matter? And where's the backhand? There you go.
Okay, here's the question.
Yes.
I thought that your arm was supposed to be up.
It's parallel, this part is parallel to the ground.
Right, not just at an angle.
Now,
Okay.
the reason why we do that, we emphasize that point when we teach this, because people will go and expose that side. So if you get them focused on, I need to make them escape, but I don't need to expose myself more, right?
But we were discussing whether it should be parallel or at
She had grabbed me,
'cause
basically, and I turned to the side. She's a lot shorter. She's already out. I don't really have to.
Yes, you do. You still want to come up, emphasize that.
Okay.
In combat, you're right. You don't have to do anything more, right? But if you train like this, where you're just popping out all the time, that's why we want to train with different sizes. But we usually emphasize that.
Especially if the person's not taller than you.
Okay, hand like that.
well, where?
Crab claw. Grab me. I'll be easy.
Where's the hand?
Relax your hand a little bit so I don't hurt you. See?
Oh, the hand. Okay.
Okay. Right. That's why it's called a crab claw. Remember our strike last week?
Right.
Well, this is using the crab claw hand as an escape mechanism.
Okay. So.
Remember, keep your elbow.
And then up.
Okay. Get him on his rail, because and you need, our white belt stance is like this. Feet are both 45.
Okay.
Okay, on our side. So we're actually trying to help to move a student right into a stance. How clever this is, right? Right. What's clever about this too is we're starting to move the student and emphasize their white belt stuff that you can actually get into a stance on an escape. We usually don't do that till later. So this is a good teacher part, okay? What's next? Oh, there's the same in cross, but it's the same technique.
Two hand?
We can do two hand too, yep. Okay. Two hands slightly different because I can't get on my rail. So I'm going to have to split it, so to speak. So when I step back, I'm like this, okay? And it's real important to keep these elbows in, okay? Like so. And then we have a throw from this particular position as follow-up throw. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep.
That's where it. Is it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet. Brilliant.
Yeah, from 5, here's 5, right? Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9.
I moved the wrong way.
That's okay. 9, 10,
So we were doing this instead of
11, 12, umbrella, right? And then 13, correct.
Okay,
Just
so
kind
I
of
just
dead
mixed
stop
up.
down, right?
8, 9, and 10.
Okay. You got a good memory, bud. Okay, make it so, number one. Okay, what's the next one?
Blade escape.
Oh, yes, blades. Okay. Sir Barney? No. This is a hand art, Barney, not a knife.
You said a blade escape.
It is called blade escape, Barney.
Okay, sorry.
Good morning.
All right.
You need another shot of tequila.
We're going to be pivoting on our heels. We always call this the Anjing Banfa shuffle. We always pivot on our heels, never on our ball. Our ball of our. We're never on the ball of our feet, but on our heels. Some people will do this, and that exposes your groin to attack. Okay. Right. So we don't do that. We hold this same close-in stance on either side. Okay. So we're going to come up the backside like we did before. Okay. We're going to pivot, and I'm going to throw this way. Watch out, Miss Wasserman. Across his body, like that, exposing that. Okay. That's what you want to get to. Okay. That exposure. I like doing this thing with a stick here. Okay. This is good. This is good. So again, you're coming up the side. You're making your pivot. Right. Your hands up here in a guard. Right. Protect yourself. Push right across his body. That's the blade escape from the same side. Okay. Let's try that first. Miss Cassidy, I knew you when you were like a little bitty thing. How are you, ma'am?
Good.
Good. Grand Sensei, how are you? I have something special for you guys. Let's get the balance beam out.
Ah, yeah.
Okay? Now, for the internet guys, we have a tiny tiger. A little bigger than a tiny tiger. But we're going to lay in some real important stuff. Nice pair of pants. Are those new? Yeah, nice. Looking pretty smart there. So, the best dog training lesson is where the dog teaches himself. I'll wait for that to go over. No, all I want you to do is walk the beam. Like walk the plank.
Follow me?
Yeah.
Come on. You gotta follow me.
Well, this is all for you.
Come on.
Okay.
You have better shoes on than me.
You can hold on to his belt. Hold on to his belt. Hey, Dad, slow up. Look at that. She got better balance than you.
And have him pull on her?
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, it's been a while since I've done this.
Oh,
You really do this.
sure you
I'll
can.
do it again.
You just did a really good one, and then you said you can't do this one over here, and you fell off, so I don't believe you. Okay? Yeah, we're going to keep doing this for a little bit. Okay? So for the internet people, when you have tiny tigers like this, there's 4 things we really try to work on. Remember, they have no fine motor skill ability, so you have to work on gross motor skill. In this case, this is the best dog training lesson. The best dog training lesson is a lesson where the dog teaches themselves. You can argue with your students they have to have more balance. You can try to get them to do all this stuff, but you're always actively trying. This is a tool, this beam here, is a tool that's self-correcting. They actually know when they fall off, when they're not concentrating. This helps in their concentration. And that's what this thing is all about. It's about focus and concentration. It's the first thing we're actually working with here for kids. And to a large extent, we use it for adults too, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. This is 1.5 inches wide that they're walking on. So, and we actually fight on these things, used to anyway. And so we just keep walking that. You can teach her how to carry a sword if she'd like to learn how to carry a sword across. There's all kinds of things you can do with kids with this, but that's the first one. And we'll get to more of that in a little bit. Let me get down to the other guys, and I'll be right back. Actually, tell you what, you guys got this? Where's that other hand?
Question.
Thank you. Yes,
Pivot.
on the heels.
Yeah, when we pivot, do we pivot,
Pivot 45 degrees.
Out.
first before we do the
No.
throw? Or
You
at
want
the
to
same
keep this.
time?
You want to keep this. Miss Wasserman, come over here. No, you guys stay there. You want to grab me. When you do this, notice how my hand is here at my chest. I didn't leave my arm out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm bringing her to my chest, so to speak, getting ready to push off across that body.
So the pivot is before the throw.
Oh yes, you've got to pivot in the position and then
That's the
throw.
question we had.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. But make sure that you were leaving your arm out. You don't want to do this. Whoop, hold. Okay, you're up here. See what's happened?
Right.
I want that in. Boy, that hurt. Okay, and then push off. Yeah. Thank you. Wow, I hear some ticking down here. This looks good.
Pepper.
Okay, once you feel comfortable with that, let's get the quattro canto. Okay, single stick quattro. Remember? Yeah. Remember that? Well, these guys were. I'm
Single
gonna.
sticks will drop yours.
Here, let me swap. You want this one?
No,
No,
he's
I was
gonna,
gonna
yeah,
drop her in
he was
the
gonna.
head before that.
Oh. Okay. Single stick, right? Quattro canto. Oh, we didn't do cross. Okay?
Right.
It's identical. You're still here, right? Push across. And you get a lot of throw off that, much more than the same side, okay? So boom, right? Give that a try, just get closer. I wish we had our old padded blockers.
I was looking for something.
Yeah, but that's good if she'd carry it.
Oh yeah, carry that.
Now this ups the level now.
Okay.
We'll get her with both hands on it. There you go.
Good cats.
Now, notice how well she actually brought her body in under control with both hands like that. She wasn't using this to compensate anymore. That in fact she was using her body and her knees being bent to compensate for that weight loss. And that's excellent. Keep doing that, please. Excellent. Blade. Yeah. Okay. Blade, escape. Turn. Keep this on your, well, you can't, but you shouldn't, but you keep it on your chest, okay? And push it off. Exactly. Okay. All right, good enough with that. Next.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to do two
I
hands?
forgot that there is. You're absolutely right. I'll be easy.
Oh, well, you're right because it's the book.
Okay. So coming to this side, it's this. Well, here, let me get Barney. Okay. So coming to the, hang on to me, Barn.
Trying
Okay.
to.
Now we're in a position, right? We're throwing both of these that way. Okay. So the only addition is you're really coming here. Okay. Instead of the outside, right? Because you
One
can't.
hand's going inside, one hand's going
One
outside.
hand's going inside, one hand's going outside,
Pointing
making that push
direction.
off. Exactly. I forgot about that. That's pretty cool.
The position leaves your hands.
Okay, give that a try. Completely forgot that. Where's that hand, Megan Sensei? Going to get lopped off. What's going to happen to that damn thing? Okay, and on good communication, when we're doing this, okay, always making sure that you're going to do the last 2.5, 3 inches of the stick, because as you are pushing a person, you'll feel the resonating. You're trying to get your student to get a feel in their hand. When we do this afternoon here, everybody else will hold it really tight, and it's really gacky. You want it to somewhat be loose, so that, yeah, exactly. That's the way it should be done. So we want to make sure that when you guys help teach this afternoon, the first thing we're going to talk about is grip. Okay, so get used to where we're going to push. Okay. Our goal today with these guys are 1 through 5 block and strike, and quattro that, okay? I want her to run around these, okay? So now what we're going to do on the internet version, okay? We're going to actually set out a little course that she's going to have to run, speed run around, and what you want are these things staggered, okay? You want to train your people, your little ones, to run in zigzags, never in a straight line. So we're actually going to teach her an escape. She's going to have to run this course, walk the beam, and she's done with that part. So we're going to teach her, yeah, we want to move the beams that way, I think. Okay. Well, let's just use one beam. Okay. We'll use that one. Leave that one right there. Okay, put this over here for the moment. Okay. Now, Grant Sensei, I want you to teach Cassidy the knuckle wrap escape, which is when somebody grabs you, Cassidy,
Watch.
you make your fingers like this, they're knuckles, and you knock on the back like a door till he lets go. Then when he lets go, you're gonna run this course as fast as you can, cross the beam, and you're done, okay?
You have to go start over.
We're gonna start the escape over here. So he's the bad guy. He's coming to get you, okay? He's gonna grab you, okay? Of course it hurts.
Look,
Yeah, there you go.
Good.
Now we're gonna run this way, so we run as fast as we can around here. Keeping around here, come on, just come on. Around this one, okay, as fast as you can. And around this one. Come out over here, walk across the beam. Get your balance now, okay? Now notice what we've done, technically, is we started teaching her how to get away from the bad guy, then how to run in zigzags, because the big guys will run them straight down. If she learns to run in zigzag, a big guy, it takes away their advantage. They can't get any speed up on her, right? So we use her natural agility and size in her defense. When she gets over here, she's all excited. Now she has to biochemically learn to quiet herself down to successfully go across here. Now later they'll run and hide, which is the same kind of skill set that you have to start to tune and change and teach their biochemistry to calm down, which is like meditation. Okay, Cassidy, have fun. Fun and learning. Okay. What?
Every 3 years, an ancient ritual takes place here.